Hi guys, and welcome to today's video. I have something kind of fun planned. We are going to be doing some tuck spots with 3 different sized pieces of paper. So we have a big piece. This is just a fun piece of ephemera. Super cute. We have a fussy cut sized piece, and then we have a tiny tidbit. And we're going to be making tucks, and there's just going to be a lot of inspiration on the way as well. So today I'm using a beautiful paper kit where I've made a journal. This paper kit is called Minty Lush. Sometimes I don't know. Sometimes I switch the order. Lush Minty. It's Minty Lush. And it's a really fun and beautiful kit. And if you want the kit, I'll have everything linked in the description of this video. But without further ado, we can actually just jump into the tutorial. So first things first is I do have a journal, but you can use these ideas anywhere, anytime, with any pieces that you have. These are just the 3 I selected to kind of show some different examples today. We're going to open it up and choose a page to work with. So this is the first one I wanted to work with. I love tuck spots, and I always add a few into every journal and project that I do. You can also add them onto like envelopes and folios and things like that, not just a journal. So this page, it's a little blank, it's a little boring, and we're going to make it so much fun. So my first piece I want to work with is the large piece. So we're just going to scoot these to this corner so you can still see them. And I truly, when I have a blank page, my brain kind of is like, what am I going to do? So I do take some time to pick out some fun pieces that I think look good together, and I do a lot of that. So my very first thing I want to do is I want to just add a little border around my piece of ephemera. This just makes it extra cute. I'm going to do that. I'm just going to use some art glitter glue and add a little bit around. You can leave it open as a pocket or glue it all the way shut. I don't know what happened here. Let's trim this up. Well, now my line's not perfectly straight, but that's okay. And my idea is I want to do a little bit of a tuck spot right here. This could be for really large pieces, so let's say something like this, like a journal card, a nice tuck spot, and you could do something like that. I actually am doing a little bit of a smaller piece on the inside, but I am only going to be gluing those 2 sides because I wanted to leave it open. I'm going to add quite a bit of glue. Something about these little bottles, it's so satisfying to push that glue out. I'm just going to put it right in the corner here. Oh no, the AC just turned on. I gotta go turn that off. Okay guys, the AC is going to turn off in a second, so I'm sorry if that is making a weird sound. But as you can see, I have a open tuck spot, and these are really great, and they keep your items really secure. And then I have this really adorable specimen card. You could put tags, ephemera, cards like this, fussy cuts, envelopes, anything inside. And I just wanted it poking out a little bit, like that. And honestly, we could call it good there, but while I'm doing it, I wanted to also add some fun ephemera. I made this little piece here. It's just from the kit. It's like a little layering, little layering piece with a tiny tidbit that I added on the top. So I'm going to have it actually be sticking like up past the page, so when you close it, you can actually like still see it. Look how cute. So I'm going to do something with this, and I have these stamps. I've talked about these before. They're also from the kit, and I'm just obsessed with them. I want to include them onto every page possible. And then I have a word phrase, every moment matters. I might put somewhere there. And then of course one of these little flag shape tidbits, which I might just add as a layering piece there. I'm not really exactly sure. We're going to do something like that and see kind of what comes together. Just going to start gluing. I only want a little bit of this peeking above, so just going to be very careful where I put it. And then I'm going to flip it over and make sure everything is going well. This will go here. I just like to add these other pieces as like filler space to fill up, filler pieces to fill up the space. It's always so much fun to kind of watch it come together. I'm trying to decide if I want this or not. I think I do. Don't have a lot of other dark colors on the page, but that's okay. It doesn't all have to be matchy-matchy. It's okay if it looks a little bit different or stands out. Like, that's totally fine. I have to remind myself that sometimes. And then this one I have to be careful because I'm actually not gluing it down to the page because the fold, yeah, it wouldn't be able to go down. It's meant to be able to stuff things inside, so we want it loose. Anyways, let me show you a close-up. Let's scoot this down a little bit. Super cute, and it's just a really simple page with a large tuck spot. Our next tuck spot happens to actually be right here, and we're using our next size, which is the medium piece. So this could be a lot of different things. This could be like, oh, I'm trying to find something over to the side here. Like a tag, you can use as a tuck spot like that and tuck something underneath. I also have like these little circles and some of my favorite items. I'm not always the most prepared to show you guys my extra items, but in the kit there are these like pre-made collages, so you can make your own collages and use those as tuck spots, or there's these pre-made ones in the kit that I digitally collaged, and then when you print them they just are really cute and kind of come already as a collage. A bunch of individual fussy cuts here. Here's another really good pre-made one. 3 of them. 4 of them. There's a few. Lots of really fun images. So fussy cuts are always a really great thing to use in a scenario like this. I do feel like my theme for this portion is birds, so I'm wanting to do something like with this little birdhouse. And I also already have a little tag with a bird charm on it. How cute is this little charm? I think it's darling. And we're going to make it so it can just tuck in right there. So we're going to go this side and this side. And it's seriously that easy. Like, I don't know, I love tuck spots. They're just kind of my thing. They're low effort and super beautiful. And then the tag, ephemera, or whatever you want to put on the inside can just get put right in there. And take a look at that little spot. It's so easy, beautiful, and then you can of course add other things onto the page. I have like a little paper up top here with a little number and a writing journal card at the bottom. But of course, you can adapt it however you want. And this page is really cute. Okay. Can't show you all the pages because we have videos coming. But I do have one last idea to share with you guys today. I have this really fun page here. It used to just be this blue floral all over, and then I put this orange paper over it and added like a little belly band from the kit there, which I'm considering gluing this closed on the bottom and then adding a bunch of really small like pieces on the inside. Or I still can use it as a belly band and just have something go all the way through. I don't know yet. We'll decide. But I am using this tiny piece now. So this is our third and final tuck, and I'm going to simply just be using a tiny piece. Okay, before I glue this down, I already did, and then I peeled it up and cut that portion out of the video. Before I glue this down, one of the fun ideas that I had is I wanted to add a tiny little eyelet and a charm to this part. So for this part, I'm just going to put a little hole punch in and get my eyelet secure. Again, this is just inspiration. You do not have to do this step at all. It's just a fun idea if you're looking for something different, or if you have a bunch of charms. I love using charms a ton, so try to find ways to use them. Okay, I don't know if we should use this because sometimes these don't lay flat. Let's give it a try. This is just like a circle clothespin, but we can give it a try. See if it's gonna lay flat. I think it actually, I don't think it's gonna lay very flat. It would be really cute. Look at that. This would be cute to put on the side of a journal maybe, because then it doesn't need to lay flat. But you could stick it to the side like that, glue it in there, and then have it like dangling from the side of your journal. That's kind of random. That's nothing to do with the tuck spot at all. But I'm going to remove this because we're going to just use jump rings instead. I'm going to do 3 jump rings, believe it or not. I used to use a tool for jump rings, and now I just use my fingers. Okay, this is so stinking cute. I'm really excited to add this in. This is just a fun little dangle. There's no purpose for it other than it's just so adorable. And I'm going to add a ton of glue. I'm really going to hold it down because, like I said, these small pieces tend to need a little bit more love to get to kind of be able to hold stuff underneath. And again, look, just a simple card. A lot I could do with it, other things I could add in. I'm not really going to tuck it in very far just because I am a little worried because it's not dry yet. But there it is. I know the lighting for the charm is like not great, so I do apologize about that. How cute is that? I absolutely love it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Again, if you want the kit I used, everything will be linked in the description. And let's go back to our other ideas so you can remember them. We did a large tuck spot, a medium tuck spot, and finally, just that really small tuck spot right there. So everything will be linked in the description of this video. I hope you guys are able to give this a try in some form or another. Have a wonderful day, and we will see you in our next video. Goodbye.